Alright, so before we can do anything or run any PHP files, we need to have some kind of Apache server along with PHP and MySQL installed. You can use something like any kind of shared hosting, HostGator, or GoDaddy. Any of those will suffice. But if you want full control and you actually want to run it on your own local host, you can download software called XAMPP, which allows you to run Apache, PHP, and MySQL all on your local machine. And it's really easy to install and use. So that's what we're going to do. So you want to go to apachefriends.org. Alright, and I'm on a Windows system, but you can also install it for Linux and Apple. Alright, let's download this. I actually already have it downloaded. It's quite a big file. It's 125 megabytes, so it'll take you a few minutes to download. I'm just going to stop this because I already have it. And then you're just going to basically just install it like any other Windows program. It has its own installer. I'm on a Windows 32-bit system, so we're just going to go through this real quick. As far as the customization, I'm going to leave everything. Actually, I'm going to get rid of FileZilla, the mail server, Tomcat, and Webalizer and fake sendmail. We don't need this stuff. Alright, basically what we want is Apache, MySQL, and PHP. I'll leave Perl, and we do want phpMyAdmin because that's going to give us a program to manage our databases. I'm just going to install it in the default C drive. I can close that out. Okay, so we'll start the installation. It could take a few minutes, so I'm going to pause the video and come back after this is done. Alright, so that took about 4 or 5 minutes. Everything's complete, and it's asking if we want to run the control panel now, so I'm going to keep that checked. So you can manually start and stop Apache and MySQL from this panel, but what we want to do is we want to first install this as a service, and you can see that next to these, if I try to check this service box, it doesn't check, and that's because we need to run this. We need to run this with an administrator account. All right, so we need to exit it completely. So you want to go down to the icon and go to Quit, and then we want to go to the XAMPP directory. Where is it? XAMPP, and then down at the bottom here you see this XAMPP control. So we're going to right click that and do run as administrator, and now you can see that these service boxes, we can check these. Alright, so now when you start Windows or whatever operating system you use, they'll automatically start and run in the background, and there's not much you need to do, but we do need to start them right now. So you just want to click Start. Alright, so basically we have a web server, and if we go back to the XAMPP directory, and you'll see this folder called htdocs. This is going to be basically your public HTML folder, and this is where you can add PHP files, you can run PHP files, HTML, whatever. Basically this folder acts just like your HostGator or whatever hosting company account. Alright, so we can actually test this in the browser. We can go to http localhost. Alright, so basically we have a default page here, which is just an XAMPP splash page. It automatically redirects here when you go to localhost, and there's just a couple things that we want to look at. So you want to choose your language here. Alright, and what I want to do is, right now we have a we have a MySQL database, and we can manage it with a program called phpMyAdmin. And by default, there's the root user with no password. And since we are on a local machine, it's not that important. But if you were running this remotely, you would want to set that. So let's go ahead and go to, I think it's under security. And we have, let's see, PHP. All right, here. The MySQL admin user root has no password. And we can fix that if we click on this link. Okay, we're just going to put a password in here. And that should be good. Let's click this button. Okay, so it says the root password was successfully changed. Please restart MySQL. Okay, so to restart it, we can go to the panel, just do a start and stop, or a stop and start. Alright, and just to make sure localhost still works. Alright, now just to show you what we can do here, you basically want to, if you're going to be doing a lot of development on your local machine, you want to create different folders and work from there. Alright, so let's create a folder called, I don't know, we'll just say test. Alright, and then in there we can create a new PHP file. And I'm sure that a lot of you already know this. This is basically just for the people that, you know, PHP beginners. Okay, so index PHP is going to work just like index HTML. It's going to be the default file. So let's just put some PHP in here. We'll just echo out Alright, so I'll save that, and then if we go to localhost/test. Oh, alright, so if you're using Windows, by default, it's going to save this as .txt. Okay, it's going to use this txt extension. So we need to get rid of that, and from here, from in Windows Explorer, you can't see that txt. Alright, so we need to change a setting here. If we go to Organize, Folder and Search Options, and we go under View, where is it? So we have this checked by default, this Hide Extensions for Known File Types. We want to uncheck that and click Apply. So now we can see the txt and we can get rid of it. Okay, so now if we reload localhost/test, we get our index.php file. So we're all set to start programming PHP. And like I said, I know a lot of you probably already know this, learned it a long time ago, but I just wanted to make a video for the beginners, and I also needed to create this environment to work in anyway. So thanks, and I will see you in the next video.